the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
Hey, big shout out to my little cousin who I used to keep, who was the principal at Midfield High School, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Tanisha Armour. Shout out to my cousin.
Love it.
Who I used to keep and babysit and help put through college, graduate of Stillman College, member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, better known as Fat Melody Dion Armour, who trained teachers in Savannah, Georgia. So I'm really proud of them. Two of my younger cousins, I'm the oldest grandchild, and I got a lot of we got a big education wall at the house. Mm-hmm. So all of the teachers. Who's your favorite teacher, Rock?
Miss Cafaro, 10th grade biology teacher. I made a 58 in her class. She gave me 12 points to pass so I wouldn't be ineligible to play football. But she challenged me. She said, okay, I'm going to give you these 12 points, Rocky. Mm-hmm. But the next 6 weeks, you got to make at least an 82 because that's 12 points over passing.
Okay, she worked out a deal with you.
She worked out a deal. And I ended
up. Did you keep up your end?
Yeah, man, I made an 88, doggone it. Shoot,
there you go.
I was proud of the mug, Jack. But then again, I failed another class.
What the hell good is that, Brad?
Yo, my favorite teacher was Dr. Lena McLean. She taught at Kenwood Academy. She was the best, most patient. She was nurturing and motherly-like, and she just knew how to teach you how to sing from your diaphragm. She trained some of the best.
There it is. Eva.
Well, my favorite teacher was a teacher named Miss Green. She taught AP U.S. History, and she was one of the few teachers right in the hood that taught us that we can be anything we wanted to be. But my new favorite teacher, Rickey, is Michael Sterling. He's a law professor over at the Texas Southern University Law School.
Hey!
Trial law. So I would like to say Michael Sterling, Esquire, Professor Michael Sterling is my favorite teacher.
There it is. Gary.
Miss Getwood. Miss Getwood was my history teacher, and I loved Miss Getwood. She was a real good woman. She was sweet. She was pretty, and she dressed real nice. I loved her for that, honey. So
Special Ed. I'm sorry. Special K.
He said Special Ed. That was a slip.
Yep, you're right.
Special Ed.
Hey, man, going back to high school. I know. Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong.
Hey, don't say nothing, Kay. Don't say nothing.
Don't get it out.
Everybody ain't going to receive it the same now.
Damn.
I ain't mean to mess it up for you, bro.
I was actually pretty smart in school.
Okay, you did have over 2.5.
I don't know about all that, but I was smart. But I did have a favorite teacher, man, Mr. Willis. He was my favorite teacher going through high school at Columbia High School in Decatur, Georgia. And he was the first white man that made me trust and believe in white people. And it wasn't until later on in life I realized it was all just a mirage. We kept in touch for probably 20-something years after I got out of high school, man. I mean, he was just a great, great dude and taught a lot about life, man. Just a good guy.
Man, I got a little story for y'all. Do I have time? One of my favorite teachers was, first of all, out of Mobile. She lives in Mobile now, Miss Kathleen York. My 5th grade teacher, young. She was right out of college. And we used to bake bread in there. She was awesome. She played the piano for us. And she left in the middle of the year. And she didn't come back after the Christmas break and told us. And we cried and cried and cried. And then the next year I went to Miss Aileen Avery. Miss Avery was my 6th grade teacher. And they had 2 6th grades at the elementary school. One with mom and daddy together, and then a single parent 6th grade. So me and Roosevelt Powell used to get bullied because his mom and daddy were still together. He wasn't like everybody else. So we was in the 6th grade class with low test scores because we were just trying to pass the California Achievement Test.
Yep.
Y'all know nothing about the California.
Yes, sir.
That easy ass test we can pass. So Miss Avery kept me separated from the rest of the class. Y'all know that one student that's sitting up there, desk right by the teacher desk? Mm-hmm. That was me every year. And Miss Avery was like if I get to laughing too hard, she would hit me so hard. And I'd be like, what? Like, it was all in love, though. She didn't hate me or nothing, but I stayed on punishment. But we were not good in math. She would allow us to go to the board and do our math problems, which made learning fun.
Right.
But she was also a teacher that'll talk about your mama, and she don't care if you went back and tell your mama. She said, Miss Avery, dude back here talking about your shoes. She said, tell him his mammy bought them. And we would be like, what? So look, I'm going to tell y'all something, Super Dave. Kim, this is where the comedy started for me. Comedy started for me in the 6th grade because you had John Jackson, this guy named Joe Mo Thomas, was in the class, and they would crack jokes all the time. And Miss Avery, like, she had a double chin, and she, had the big breasts with the little legs and the calf muscles, and she had the little beard, little goatee. No. So we would be roasting her, but she roasts back. And she would always be like, your mammy would tell your mammy that I said it. And if you don't like it, your mammy can come up here. And we would be like laid out on the floor. So all the years went by. I finished college or whatever. My career took off. And one day I decided, after we got finished playing, I said, let's go. I told Ro, because Ro was on the road with me, but he was in Miss Avery class with me. I said, let's go find Miss Avery. Went to Miss Avery's house, found her. For the last few years of her life, I went in there, remodeled her whole house. Wow. I made sure she went to Chicago to her family reunion every year. Love it. Me and my kids would go over there and spend a night, sleep on the floor, and she didn't have no kids. So me and my kids became her grandkids. And I was coming from Indianapolis. I ain't gonna get emotional. And Miss Avery checked out on me. I had got a call from her house that night. I had just did a show. Got to Atlanta airport, and my mama called me and said, Miss Avery passed away in her sleep. But one good thing, I stood in the back of that church at her funeral with a smile on my face, proud that I was able, and God was so good enough to me to be able to make a difference in her life. And she gave us everything with nothing. Yes. We didn't have no money to go to the circus or the fair, but everybody went. And them teachers went in their pocket and paid for you to go and do stuff and all that stuff. And she passed away. And she was supposed to be on Rickey Smiley for real because she taped with us. And she passed away before we started taping. Wow. Yep.
Now, was this the first time you took 6th grade or the second time you took 6th grade?
I was supposed to be class of 86, but ended up class of 87. But I made it.
That's all that matters.
And it just takes some longer than others. And I did take that one special ed math class in high school. We was in Miss Tuck class, me and Marley. I know if you listen, I know you ain't out there in your car laughing. Marley, you was in there. I ain't gonna call the other name, but there were 5 of us in that special ed math class in high school. But Marley, don't get on Facebook. And Buck, you was in there, but you came in there after we was in there. While all y'all laughing at me listening, don't play. No, I'm calling everybody that was in Miss Tuck class, all 5 of y'all. Kim, you was in there. Everybody know Kim was in there too. All right, call us up 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Shout out to Mr. Williams, my old high school teacher, kept me out of a lot of trouble. I thank you for keeping my head on straight, sir.
Her name is Miss Williams. I'm old school. She used to always say that I got my education, now you got to get yours. She was my English teacher, and I'll never forget her.
Teresa English, Miss Medlin, they also call her Miss Red, and Coach Michael Sexton. They taught at J.P. Elder Middle School. I was a little mixed girl thrown into a school that I was not used to, and I was suicidal. I had a lot of issues, and Miss Medlin was the first person to tell me I was beautiful.
So my favorite teacher was Coach Crawford at Morrow Middle School. She helped me throughout school and with my attitude, my behavior, and I was able to play basketball. And I went to Savannah State on a full basketball scholarship just because of her motivation and pushing me.
And shout out to Rosa P. Hanks, our principal. I got them patterns. Had that big Delta Sigma Theta shield on the wall in the principal's office. And shout out to Miss Foster. Now, Miss one day I'll save that one. hey, y'all remind me to tell y'all about Miss Foster.
Rick, did y'all ever get hit with a ruler on y'all hand?
Man, a ruler. We got a paddling. Yeah. That's what Miss Hanks did. Rosa P. Hanks. She'd take you in that office. And tear your butt up.
Yes, sir.
And Coach Jones, Coach Jones, Coach Critton. You don't want to get Mr. Bonner or one of the coaches to paddle you. Get that real wood.
I got caught wearing some doggone parachute pants one day and got paddled. That ain't no joke.
I got paddled for hitting rocks with a badminton racket.
Man, Mr. Bonner hit you, but he don't hit you and then come off of it. When he hit you, he let the wood stay on your butt. And the energy still be coming from the wood.
Yes, sir.
And he said you get to get 3 licks or you can go home for 2 days. After he hit me that one time, I said, I'll go and go home, bro. I'll go. Can I just go home for 1 day since you already hit me one time?